Everyone talks about her strength, but no one talks about the darkness she hides behind those steady eyes. Today, we're going into the side of her that no one dares to explore. Welcome back to Stoic Albums, where we uncover the unseen, the silent, and the shadowed truths people never speak about. In this video, we're diving into her dark side. The side she never shows. The side that terrifies and fascinates at the same time. Point number 1. She walks alone. But not because she wants to. She walks alone. But people misunderstand this completely. They think she likes being distant. They think she prefers silence. They think she is cold, emotionless, or too proud to stay close to anyone. But the truth is much deeper and much darker. She doesn't walk alone because she wants to. She walks alone because life forced her to. There was a time when she trusted people easily. She opened her heart without fear. She believed in friendships, in connections, in love, in loyalty. But slowly, one by one, people showed her their real faces, and every face left a scar. Some lied to her. Some used her kindness. Some broke her when she was already fragile. Some left exactly when she needed them the most. And some pretended to care only to disappear when things got difficult. After all these experiences, she learned one painful truth. Depend on no one, because the people who say they will stay are often the first ones to leave. She didn't choose solitude. Solitude chose her. She built walls, not because she wants to lock people out, but because she wants to protect the few pieces of her heart that are still unbroken. When she walks alone, she feels safe. There is no betrayal, no confusión, no disappointment, no false promises. Being alone gives her clarity. It gives her space to think, to breathe, to heal slowly. It helps her avoid the chaos that comes with trusting the wrong people. People see her silence and assume she is strong. They look at her calm face and think nothing can touch her. They don't understand that her silence is not strength, it's survival. Because she knows that if she lets someone too close, they might hurt her again. And she is tired of starting over. Tired of rebuilding herself after every emotional storm. Tired of pretending she is fine when her heart is tired. So she chooses to walk alone. Not proudly, not joyfully, but carefully. She walks alone because she remembers how it felt to trust someone and slowly watch that trust fall apart. She walks alone because she knows the cost of letting the wrong person into her life. She walks alone because avoiding pain feels easier than healing it again. But here's the deeper truth. Inside her silence, she still hopes. She still wishes for at least one person who understands without explanation, who stays without being asked, who respects her boundaries, who doesn't take her softness for weakness. Until that person appears, she prefers the comfort of her own company. Her loneliness is not emptiness. It is protection. It is a shield built from lessons she never wanted to learn. It is her way of saying, I will not let anyone break me again. So yes, she walks alone, but it's not because she wants to. It's because she knows the darkness she had to survive, and she refuses to go through it again. Point number 2. Her smile is a mask. People see her smile and think she is perfectly fine. They think she is confident, calm, and in control of everything. They don't know that her smile is not just a smile. It is a mask she has learned to wear. Her smile is her armor, her protection, her way of hiding the storms she carries inside her heart. She didn't always used to be this way. There was a time when her smile was real, when it came from happiness, when it came from innocence, when it came from a heart that wasn't afraid of being broken. But life taught her that not everyone deserves to see her true emotions. People took her honesty for granted. They used her vulnerability against her. They laughed at her pain. They told her to be strong, while they never understood how much she was holding in. So she learned to hide. Now her smile is perfect on the outside, but inside, she carries oceans of quiet pain. When she laughs, you hear strength. But if you listen closely, you will hear the sound of someone who is tired. Tired of pretending. Tired of healing alone. Tired of holding herself together when she feels like falling apart. Her smile became her mask because showing pain only brought more pain. Whenever she opened up, people called her dramatic. When she expressed her emotions, they said she was overreacting. When she trusted someone with her feelings, they broke that trust. Slowly, she realized something heartbreaking. Hiding is safer than hurting. So she mastered the art of looking okay. She can walk into a room with a bright smile even when she spent the whole night crying. She can say, "I'm fine," even when her heart feels heavy. She can stay calm even when her world feels like it's collapsing. Her smile fools everyone. Friends, family, even the people closest to her. Nobody sees the battles she fights in silence. Her mind is full of overthinking. Her heart is holding memories she can't forget. And her soul carries scars she rarely speaks about. But she smiles anyway, because she doesn't want to burden anyone, because she doesn't want pity, because she doesn't want questions she isn't ready to answer. She thinks that if she keeps smiling, maybe the world won't notice how fragile she sometimes feels. Maybe the world won't see how deeply she hurts. Maybe the world will give her the peace she quietly wishes for. Her smile is not fake. It's protective. It's the only way she knows how to keep going, without falling apart in front of people who wouldn't understand. But behind that smile is a woman who feels everything intensely, a woman who has been disappointed too many times, a woman who learned to heal herself because no one else could. Her smile is a mask, yes, but it is also proof of her strength. Because no matter what she faces, no matter how heavy her heart gets, she still chooses to get up, show up, and keep going. And if someone ever sees past that smile, they will realize how strong she truly is. Point number 3. She feels everything too deeply. People often look at her and think she doesn't feel anything. She looks calm, quiet, and sometimes even emotionless. But the truth is the complete opposite. She feels everything, and she feels it more deeply than anyone around her. Her dark side isn't cold, it's intensity. When she loves with her whole heart. When she cares with a level of loyalty most people don't even understand. When she trusts, she gives someone a part of her soul. And when she breaks silently, painfully, and completely. People think she's strong because she doesn't cry in front of others. They think she's unaffected because she doesn't react loudly. They think she's calm because she doesn't explode in anger or frustration. But inside, her feelings run like wildfire. She overthinks every little thing. A word, a tone, a message, a silence. She replays conversations in her mind, wondering if she said too much, wondering if she did something wrong, wondering why someone suddenly changed. She notices everything, the shift in someone's energy, the change in someone's voice, the small signs that someone is losing interest or pulling away. Her sensitivity is not weak. It's a gift, but it's also a burden. Because the world is not kind to people who feel deeply. When she gets hurt, she doesn't shout. She withdraws. She disappears quietly into her own world, where she tries to understand her emotions, where she tries to calm the storm inside her chest, where she tries to hold herself together before she breaks down. She feels disappointment harder. She feels betrayal sharper. She feels loneliness deeper. And yet, she never shows it. She has learned to stay composed on the outside, even when her heart is shaking on the inside. She keeps her face still, her voice steady, her emotions locked away behind silence. Because she learned long ago that people don't know how to handle intense emotions. People run away from depth. People prefer shallow connections because they're easier. People get uncomfortable when someone feels too much. So she hides her depth. She hides her passion. She hides her fragile, beautiful emotional world behind a wall of calmness. But her dark side is not dangerous. It's misunderstood. She feels too deeply because she cares too much. She loves too honestly. She attaches too sincerely. And every time she gets hurt, she promises herself she won't open up again. But she still does, because her heart, no matter how bruised, still longs for real connection. She wants someone who understands her intensity, someone who doesn't get scared by her emotions, someone who sees her depth as a gift instead of a problem. Until then, she stays quiet. People will see her as calm, mysterious, maybe even aloof, but inside her silent world, she is feeling everything, more deeply than anyone could ever imagine. Point number 4. Her trust is a locked door. Her trust is not something you can earn quickly. It's not something you can buy with sweet words or fake promises. Her trust is a locked door, and very few people know how to open it. She didn't become this way by choice. Life shaped her. Experiences shaped her. People shaped her. People who broke her trust, lied to her, disappointed her, and walked away when she needed them the most. Once upon a time, she used to trust me easily. She believed people were honest. She believed friendships would last. She believed love meant loyalty. But life proved her wrong again and again. Every betrayal taught her something. Every broken promise closed her heart a little more. Every lie made her walls a little higher. After a while, she stopped trusting quickly. Not because she is rude, not because she is cold, but because she learned something important. Not everyone deserves access to her heart. Now, when someone enters her life, she watches them quietly. She listens. She observes. She notices the small things people usually ignore. Their tone, their consistency, their intentions, their actions. She doesn't trust words anymore. She trusts patterns. She trusts behavior. She trusts time. She knows anyone can be nice at the beginning. Anyone can pretend. Anyone can hide their real face for a while. That's why she takes her time. Her trust is a locked door because she refuses to get hurt the same way twice. She refuses to give people the power to break her again. She refuses to let someone walk into her life and walk out whenever they want. People often misunderstand her. They say she's distant. They say she's slow to open up. They say she's hard to love. But the truth is simple. She protects her peace like it's priceless because it is. If she lets someone in, it means she has thought about it deeply. It means she sees something real in them. It means that person has shown patience, honesty, and respect. And once she trusts someone, she trusts completely. She gives loyalty. She gives love. She gives her soul. She gives the parts of herself she hides from the world. That's why losing her trust is dangerous. Because once it's gone forever. She doesn't give second chances easily. She doesn't forget how someone made her feel. She doesn't allow the same person to break her twice. She remembers everything. The lies, the betrayal, the silence, the distance, the change in someone's behavior. She might forgive quietly, but she never goes back to who she was before the hurt. Her trust is rare. Her trust is valuable. Her trust is something you must earn with honesty and keep with consistency. And the ones who lose it, they never get it again. Because she learned the hardest lesson of all. Protecting your heart is more important than pleasing people. Point number 5. She battles demons you'll never see. People look at her and think she has everything under control. They think she is strong, unshakable, unbothered by anything. But what they don't realize is that behind her calm face, behind her steady voice, behind her quiet confidence, she is fighting battles no one knows about. She doesn't show her pain. She doesn't talk about her struggles. She doesn't share her fears. Not because she is heartless, but because she has learned that most people don't really listen. Most people don't understand. Most people don't care as deeply as she does. So she fights alone. At night, when the world sleeps, her mind becomes loud. Thoughts she pushed away during the day come back stronger. Memories she tried to forget remind her of wounds she still carries. She thinks about choices she made, people she lost, moments she regrets, and dreams she hasn't reached yet. Her battles are silent, but they are powerful. She fights anxiety without showing it. She hides her insecurities behind a calm appearance. She carries heartbreak in her chest while still being kind to others. She faces loneliness with a brave face, even when she feels empty inside. Nobody sees the tears she wipes away before leaving the house. Nobody sees the moments when she feels like giving up but still keeps going. Nobody sees the deep breaths she takes to steady her heart when it feels too heavy. People see her strength, but they never see the cost of that strength. What makes her dark side powerful is not that she is dangerous, but that she survives battles she never talks about. She never asks for help because she doesn't want to burden anyone. She doesn't want pity. She doesn't want to look weak. She believes she must fix herself alone, even when she feels exhausted. But despite all the pain, she still shows up for people. She still helps. She still listens. She still supports me. She still loves deeply, even when her own heart feels tired. Her demons don't make her broken. They make her brave. She learned how to heal herself. She learned how to calm her own storms. She learned how to be strong even when she didn't want to be. And every time life knocked her down, she came back stronger. Not because she wasn't hurt, but because she refused to stay hurt. Her dark side is the part of her that survived everything meant to destroy her. It's the version of her that keeps going even when she feels defeated. It's the part of her that rises again and again, quietly, silently, fiercely. So when you see her calm, remember this: she didn't become this way easily. She became this way because she faced storms no one knew existed. And she fought demons no one else could see. That is her hidden strength. That is her dark side. And that is what makes her unforgettable. This is her dark side. Not dangerous, but powerful. A side shaped by pain, sharpened by life, and protected by silence. If you know a woman like this, respect her. If you are a woman like this video is for you. This is Stoic Albums, where we speak the truths no one else will.